Good morning, card community. It's RJ back with another video. Let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. Have here a really cool card I picked up off the bay from 2025. Sorry, not 2025. That's bad. 2005 Leaf Century. What they called stamps, obviously for obvious reason. A material insert version. Have here Mike. Nice pinstripe small square, great flag stamp right in the middle, 4-cent version. Numbered out of 100. You can see here it's 76 out of 100. From Leaf Century Materials from 2005. Let's put it that way. Nice little pickup for my collection. Today's random baseball item of the day. What I have here, I just put down. I can't find it. There they are right in front of me. I'm talking before about some of the odd cards that companies were producing in the late 90s, early 2000s. So what I have here is a cards from Topps Tech, kind of a thick acetate card. Topps Tech. 2 cards of Curt Schilling that look the same except for a unique pattern in the back. Now, I have no idea why Topps Tech did this. They have multiple cards, multiple patterns. Take a look at that. He was card number 22, but there's pattern 10 and pattern 74. So you can imagine how many parallels of this card they kicked out in that 2001 Topps offering, Topps Tech. So I just one of those and other things. I was out of the hobby from the mid-90s through, late 2000s. I mean, I was buying the set every year. I'd buy the factory set every single year. But I stopped ripping packs and I wasn't paying attention. And so many weird things came and went in the hobby. So I'm just showing off a couple of the interesting card sets I didn't even know existed. So there you have it. Today's trivia question. We're still with the celebrated stadiums, let's call it that way. So Yankee Stadium was on Monday. Wrigley Field was on Wednesday. And today we're doing Fenway Park. So the question is, Fenway, Red Sox have been playing in Fenway since the Titanic sank. That's how long Fenway's been around. And the question, as with the other questions, is, okay, prior to Fenway Park, what was the home stadium, the primary home stadium of the Boston team? Prize for this one, I think is a really cool one. This is an Ozzie Albies rookie card. But this is Bowman Chrome, your 2018 Rookie of the Year favorites, Ozzie Albies. Nice insert from Bowman Chrome back then. All right. That is the prize if you can correctly tell me what stadium housed the Boston Red Sox before Fenway Park. All right. I will put a repeat of the description or of the question in the description below along with my email. So get that out to me either today or tomorrow. And on Sunday, we'll pick a winner. All right. All right. It is the end of the month now, practically. Let's see. It's Friday. So that would make it, again, I'm pre-filming this, so I'm trying to think ahead in my mind. The 4th of July is Monday. So it is July 1st as I'm filming, as you're watching this, which means June has come and gone. And as I always do, I want to show off my goals update for the year and what cards did I get to add to my goals. So if you remember, my goals were 3 things. Well, I mean, a couple things that were my goals. You know, obviously to get complete more sets. I have the 2022 Topps set complete already done. I've got several of the inserts nicely shaped up. I'm working on the Bowman paper at the moment. Gallery and Archives haven't come out yet, but those are the other 2 sets I want to get. I was going to go to the National. I'm not going to go to the National anymore. Gas prices are too high. We spent money on other things. I don't have the funds to go to the National. I'm still debating whether or not I want to show up out there anyway and just hang with you guys during any of the YouTube parties. I'm still debating that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I'm not going to be walking the floor any day. That's just not going to happen for me. Um, the other thing were the set goals were 3 sets I'm working on. One was the 1982 Topps Kmart box set of 44 cards. I believe I'm already up to 11, which is a quarter of the set, which was my goal this year, but there's still a lot of time for me to get more of those sets and more of those cards, and those cards are fairly inexpensive. And I'm actually working on the PSA set registry of that card set, so I'm going to have to get the PSA cards. The other one I'm working on, another PSA set registry, is the all-time great Phillies. There's 37 cards in that set, and my goal was to get 9 of those this year to get a quarter of that set done, assuming 36, rounded up to 36, rounded down to 36, 90 years, 36 plus 1 in there somewhere. I'll have all 37 by the end of 4 years. And then lastly, I was working on the 1909 Philadelphia Caramel set. There's only 25 cards in the set. So rather than the T206, which is the monster and, nearly 550 cards and thousands if you consider the variations on the back, there's no way I was going to touch that. Plus, I'm never going to get a Wagner, so why bother? Me as a set collector, I've got to have every card. And the T206 has several cards that are legendary and, worth millions in poor condition, So there's no way I was going to get that card set either. So I concentrated on the 1909 Philadelphia Caramel card of 25 cards in the set total. I wanted to get 5 this year. So here we go. What I've picked up this month have here 1986 Topps Lenny Dykstra rookie card. Got this in a PSA 9. I wanted this in a 10 just because I didn't think it was going to be that expensive. I just can't find it in a 10. I couldn't find it anywhere in a 10. I was lucky to find this one as a 9, and I snagged it pretty quickly. So, maybe if there's a 10 that pops up later on, I'll upgrade and sell this one off. But right now, this is my 9. My second pickup was for the 1909 Philadelphia Caramel cards, the E95s. And I'm kind of happy about this one because what it is my first vintage Hall of Fame card of an early ball player. And in this particular case, it's Frank Chance, who was the first baseman manager of the Chicago Cubs back in their glory years at the turn of the century, early 1900s. It's an SGC1, which, that's about all I'm going to be able to afford on some of these players. It's got a nice big crease there, and this corner's fuzzy and almost chewed up a bit, but that doesn't matter to vintage card people. You know that very well if you know anything about vintage cards. Just to have one is a thing. And this, again, is my first playing era Hall of Fame card. Well, I shouldn't say that. I have other, but it's my first pre-war, let me put it that way. It's my first pre-war Hall of Fame playing era card. So I'm happy to have that. So those are the 2 that I picked up this month for my collecting goals. Love to see where some of you guys are at with some of your collecting goals. I know a lot of people put out goals videos and talked about what their goals were, but I haven't seen many people giving updates on where they're at. So if you're a guy out there who did that, consider doing that for all of us collectors out there, people who love watching your videos. What are you up to? What have you done in your goals? Okay. That's all I have for you today. Here's a nice, like I said, a nice Ozzie Albies rookie is the prize for the trivia question. Please consider doing that. Please consider like, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. Appreciate all your support. And take care.